Hi, and we're back on another great night of Concordia On-Air. I'm Desi.
And I'm Sam.
And on tonight's show, we have...
On news, we have a big cornstalk announcement.
And we're counting down to the end of the semester.
And in A&E, we've got the latest on our favorite pop divas, Beyonce.
And JoJo Siwa.
And an interview with ghouls.
All that and more tonight on Concordia On-Air.
How's it going, Sam?
It's going good.
Good.
We're back. We had a week off.
We did. We were in host jail again.
Well, everybody had a week off.
Well, we were specifically in host jail because we lied to the people. Remember that?
No.
The rats told us to.
I have the memory of a bowl
Rat.
of gravy. I don't know.
That's a disenfranchise.
That doesn't even. Okay. So anyway.
How do you
it was
spell
Easter.
that?
That's why we had. Weren't here last week. It was Easter.
Mm-hmm.
We had a little break. Had a few days off. So we were living it up.
A 4-day weekend. What did you do for Easter?
What did I do? I went home. I ate some food. I
Tasty.
didn't really do anything. But now we're back. It feels like, I don't know, second semester always feels a little like choppy, weird. Like we had that snow day and then we had Easter break and then it's just, I don't know.
So silly.
On and off and on. It's a lot of things going on.
There is, yeah.
So.
And it's like a sprint to the finish now, right?
It is. We are in the final stretch.
Like 4
My
weeks?
legs are turning to gravy, but we're gonna make it. What else? What's going on campus? Is there anything cool happening this week?
Yeah, there's
What?
a lot of cool things happening this week.
Inform me. Drop the news.
I actually don't know. That's a good question.
Okay. It's not very
I'm sure they'll
helpful.
talk about it on news of what's going on this week.
Okay, that's probably helpful, but because I don't know, we don't know anything.
That's not our job. We don't get paid to do the news.
I don't get
we
paid
get
for
paid
anything.
to host. Sam got his trailer taken away.
My trailer?
Yeah, he got fired from his makeup trailer and his other trailer
Can you tell?
because
Do I look bad today?
we're gonna ignore that question. But yeah, Sam got his makeup trailer taken away because he lied on air and said that we were gonna be here last week, but then we weren't here last week. So Sam's lucky.
I would never lie to the people.
Sam's lucky
The great people of the United States of America.
We should have like some. Can we in the tech room? Can we put some like planes and the American flag on the back?
Why don't we have a flyover before every episode?
Should I start singing?
Like they do that before football games?
The
Why
national
don't we have a
anthem?
flyover? That would be sweet.
Should we say the national anthem?
Like paratroopers coming in through the roof?
Yeah.
Why don't we do that?
That's not in the budget.
Well, it could be.
It's not though.
It could be.
We gotta consult the tech room for this.
I would invest in a flyover.
I would too, but it's not up to us.
And then maybe I could have like a bald eagle land on my wrist.
Oh,
You know how they
that'd
do
be
that?
sick. That'd be sick.
And like something, I don't know. That'd be sweet.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool.
Just drinking a bucket of gravy. That'd be awesome.
No. I don't think that's in the budget. Sorry.
Well, you gotta dream big. Your dreams are too small, that's the problem.
What can I say? What can I say?
You gotta dream big, folks. That's how you make it.
Go big or go
That's
home.
how you make it in this business. It's cutthroat.
What else is happening?
News is happening.
News is happening.
And they know what they're talking about
They
more
do.
than we do.
So let's go to news.
Hit it.
Welcome to news. Easter break is officially over, which means that the end of the semester is in full swing. A few dates are good to be aware of as the year comes to an end. There are about 3.5 weeks of classes left, with the last one taking place on April 29th. And class exams will be held from May 1st to May 3rd of May. COS takes place on April 17th, and no formal classes are to take place on that day. To prepare for exams, look for study places around campus, such as your dorm room, the Carl B. Library, study spaces, and the MLK area above Knudsen. There are also on-campus resources you can reach out to, such as your advisors, campus librarians, and the Center for Student Success.
As a reminder to students, move-out day for traditional dorms is coming up in a few weeks. This being said, important move-out information can be found on bulletins hanging up in dorm halls. This year, there is a new discount available for students who have completed their 4-semester on-campus living requirement. This is a 50% discount on their housing for next year, which applies to rooms in Hallett, Erickson, Livedalen, and Park Region. The requirements for this discount include selecting a meal plan for which they are eligible.
This year's lineup for Cornstalk is headliner B. Miller, opener Walking Phoenix, and student opener Raining in Paradise. Tickets for students are free, and each Concordia student will be able to purchase one guest ticket. If you want to purchase your guest ticket before Saturday, April 20th, they will be sold for $20 at the CEC table in the atrium, April 15th at 19th. Otherwise, guest tickets can be purchased at the door for $40. Concordia students need to have their student ID present at the door to enter into Cornstalk.
The Coffee Stop has made its official move to the Maze this week. Stop by its new location on Thursday, April 4th, on Friday, April 5th for a free cookie with a specialty caribou coffee drink.
Concordia's tennis has hosted their senior night this Saturday, April 6th. The event will take place before their match against McAllister at Courts Plus Community Fitness in Fargo. The senior recognition will begin at 11:50 a.m. and the match will begin at 1 p.m. Go support your fellow Cobra athletes as they celebrate their hard work. Now we're on to a package featuring the Ghouls.
You're super senior here at Concordia. I'll be graduating in May 2024 with a degree in communication studies and a minor in theater art. I do lots of artsy-fartsy extracurriculars here, such as Concordia On-Air, Chord Radio. I've also been known to dabble in the music department as well and the theater department. Outside of Concordia extracurriculars, I am a part of the local band Ghouls with some of my good buddies from Concordia. Ghouls originally started as a band called the 1020 House Band, which was a house band started by 4 roommates who were living in 1020. They played a lot of house shows, and then eventually at the end of the year they played Cornstalk. Then after they played Cornstalk, they had a change of personnel because, roommates moved out and graduated and whatnot, and they reformed as Ghouls. I guess that's kind of the Ghouls story about how Ghouls became the Ghouls we know it as today. So Ghouls does not conform to grammar. Ghouls can be used, yes, we are the Ghouls. We as a collective are Ghouls. But the word Ghouls can be used in many different ways, or Ghoul, or even the prefix GH I like to use in place of other things. For a while, we were only playing covers, which usually would just be whatever we personally like to listen to. So it was a lot of rock, a lot of folk, a lot of indie, a lot of stuff along the lines of that. But now that we have really honed into writing, our genre really comes from, I guess, the individual backgrounds of whoever is writing the song. But also at the same time, we always put our own Ghouls flair on everything, I guess. We often won't just get together to rehearse. Usually we'll have a bit of a plan and a goal of what we are rehearsing for or what we are trying to be prepared for. For example, the aquarium gig, we did all originals, so a lot of those songs we couldn't really work on outside of rehearsal space. But when there's more of the songwriting element, it's a lot of start and stop. It's a lot of everybody kind of just chilling and throwing out ideas. I know right now our current goal with a GH, by the way, a Ghouls goal. Our current goal is to get a single ready to record and put out on the airwaves for people to listen to. That recent gig that we had at the aquarium was real fun. It was the first time that we had ever really played a full show with a full set of other bands. We did Cornstalk, we've done some shows with Raining in Paradise as well, who's another on-campus band, but we've never been on a bill with a whole bunch of other artists. The thing that shocks me every single time is how bright the lights are. There'll be some times where I'm like, okay, let's go. And then I get up there and I can't even keep my eyes open, which is kind of the reason we wear sunglasses so often, because the lights can just be so bright. And I like to be able to see who's in the front row. That's where all the important people to us are usually standing. So we're hoping to get either a single or an EP or something like that out before we all graduate and move on. But everyone wants to know about Ghouls, which is so funny because I'm like, we're just a bunch of guys. We're just hanging. So thank you, Past Maya, for that lovely tidbit on the band Ghouls. It's current or potentially future Maya here. I don't really know. Time's irrelevant anyways. And I'm here with Mary for the senior spot because we're senioring so hard right now, you guys. You have no idea. But we're both seniors, so we thought we'd take a little moment to chat and also get a chance to kind of just like introduce Mary, since she's somebody who kind of hopped in late and has done a lot of reading off teleprompter, but not a lot of talking from the heart, and you're so good at that. So first of all, Mary, tell me about yourself. Where are you from?
So obviously my name is Mary. And,
Obviously.
I am from Virginia, Minnesota, where it's. Most people don't know where that is.
I know, that my extended family's from there. My mom's side is from Virginia.
Yeah, I probably know them.
Probably.
And I play tennis here at Concordia. I'm actually, this is my third year, but I'm graduating a year early, so I'm a special senior case.
So you're like what's the opposite of a super senior?
Junior senior.
A junior senior, I guess.
Baby senior.
A baby senior. Yeah. So tennis. What's your major? What sort of academic-y things do you usually get up to here on campus?
A lot of writing. I'm an English writing major and a multimedia journalism major with a minor in art and design. So I spend a lot of time in this building, mainly because I'm trapped here because we are all rats.
Yes.
But sometimes they let me out to go into the English department.
Sometimes the mad scientists they get kind of. They get bored, yeah, and so they say, go run somewhere else, go scurry somewhere else, little rat, and we go, okay, thank you, can we have some cheese after? Anyways, we're so happy that we were able to gain you, even though you're just a couple weeks away from graduating, we were so happy to have you come in and join Concordia On-Air. We were in broadcast class together, so we've been able to work together in this sort of way, but bringing you into this crew has been really, really fun.
Yes.
How did you get involved with Concordia On-Air?
So it was kind of something that I'd heard about, but I actually really didn't hear about it much until last year when we took broadcasting. And so I'm taking an independent study to cover because I'm graduating a year early. I have less time to take classes that are required, and I was not able to get into video production this fall, and I still need a media elective. So we were like, hey, Greg can teach Concordia On-Air as an independent study.
Absolutely.
And that's why I'm here.
Cool. Well, we appreciate it. We appreciate having somebody who is here to work as well. We really appreciate you hopping in here, even if it was a little bit later in your college career. I was the same way. I mean, I only started being a part of this, I think, the second semester of last year. So it was what was supposed to be my final senior semester as well. But that's kind of what I love about it is people find their way into this room and they're where they need to be, and you can never really pinpoint where they came from. But it's always nice to have people.
I'm like that theater kid that shows up for their senior performance and goes, why didn't I do this earlier?
Exactly. We know exactly what you're talking about. So plans after.
Well,
anything?
I already have a job. I'm going to be.
Let's go. Wait, round of applause. Mary has a job, guys. This is huge. This is huge. As somebody who is going to be going into the workforce, having a job already, good on you. That's massive. Congratulations.
And I'm going to be a sports reporter and multimedia journalist for WDIO in Duluth. So
that is awesome.
I'm literally going to be doing this as a job.
Perfect. Well, you're doing so good at it.
Yes.
So I don't know, you guys, this is kind of telling a behind the scenes secret, but you would not know how quickly and efficiently these news stories were written today. And Mary was a part of that. Slayed the speed right, which you really got to do if you're going to be working in the news world, because news happens fast and news changes all the time. So you got to be ready to put those words down, and you're always doing a great job of it.
Thank you.
Yes. So anything that you really want to make sure you do before you graduate, before you leave Concordia in May?
Not fail all my classes.
Well,
sure.
Exactly. You and me both. Knock on wood. I need to keep knocking on wood because I just can't risk it. I'm not superstitious, but I am a little stitious.
Gotta love an office quote there.
Thank you. I've actually only seen it once.
Oh, really?
I've only seen the series. I've watched the whole series, but I only watched it through once. And it was when I was in Les Miserables in high school. Beautiful. I played Fantine, which means that you go, sing, and then you sit backstage for the whole thing. So I spent my time watching The Office. And if I wasn't in that musical, I probably would not know that Office reference or be making Office references. But
I think I've watched it full through once as well, but then I also watched it a lot during quarantine. because what else are you going to do during
Exactly. You
quarantine?
literally, you got to watch sitcoms. You got to watch reality TV. My quarantine viewing was a lot of RuPaul's Drag Race.
Oh, yeah.
Like a lot of RuPaul's Drag Race, and there is a lot of RuPaul's Drag Race available. I started like writing a list of every single season that is out there, and I want to try to check through them. But yeah, doing sitcoms are a little easier.
Yes.
Here, look at us. We're like, we're like, oh, time to be a senior, and I'm like, oh, we're talking about like senior citizen stuff, like sitting on the couch watching TV all day.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know, history repeats itself.
This
We'll
is
get
true.
back to this.
We'll get back to
feeling
this.
as we're
Exactly. I
actual
know.
seniors.
My back, my bones, I feel it. I walk and I hear a crunch and I'm like, oh my gosh.
I
This is a
literally
little too
say I'm
soon.
too old for this.
I am
Way
too old.
much.
Well, I feel like we've been aged. The COVID pandemic aged us, I'd say, but that's
Yes.
okay. It just means that we were so much more mature and well-rounded in our world experiences. You guys, I don't know if you've been paying attention to what's been going on in pop culture and the media the past several weeks, but there is some notable things to talk about. So we're going to pass it on to A&E, to Kaylee and Reagan for A&E. Godspeed, senior. We got this.
Hello.
Hello.
Welcome to A&E. I'm Kaylee,
And I'm Reagan.
and we were just handed the list of what to talk about just now.
Yeah.
Because
if we're out of breath, no, we're not.
we're not out of breath.
We
no.
just ran here from choir because now we have mass rehearsal. Oh.
Blood Masterworks.
What?
What?
Masterworks.
What do you think?
Master.
Oh, considering yes,
Considering
yes.
Matthew Shepard.
Yep.
That's what we're singing
We are
as a choir.
singing as a choir considering Matthew Shepard, and this will be happening April 28th on a Sunday from, I don't remember.
Lock turn-in is that day.
Correct. Loft turn-in is that day.
Where am I supposed to sleep? I have a week left.
She'll be sleeping on the floor.
Apparently.
Yep, right before finals.
Right before finals.
Yeah.
Sleeping
really
on the
great.
floor. That's where, I mean, yes, I take naps on the floor occasionally, frequently, but that doesn't mean I want to spend my night on the floor. So,
Yeah, so true.
yeah, I have a bone to pick, but that's not what A&E is all about.
No,
What
it's
is
not.
A&E all about?
A&E is all about arts and entertainment. So let's get started. Let's get started talking about some of that. Okay, I'm gonna read off this one. Okay, so apparently Taylor Swift has officially joined Forbes billionaire list for music, and that's never been done before, which is pretty crazy. It's not surprising, honestly. It's Taylor Swift.
Yeah, she's crazy for that.
She's crazy. Yeah,
And I mean, are we surprised? No.
I'm not surprised.
Have you seen her Eras tour at all?
I have seen clips of it, and it's incredible. And I was so sad I couldn't go, but it's really expensive, and I don't think a lot of people can afford those concerts. So,
Well, I mean, I wouldn't say a lot of people. I would say
considering how a lot of people
can, 'cause a lot of people
but like
went.
broke college students, no. Unless, yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I watched it on
Good.
Disney Plus, or like
You already
parts of
watched
it. Parts of it. I watched the songs I knew, which were quite a few, but not all 3.5 hours.
Yeah.
I wasn't about to commit myself to that long. But
Fair.
it's really impressive. She's an impressive person.
She's insane,
3.5 hours of dancing and singing.
and she's not out of breath, like ever.
No.
I don't understand. She's incredible.
Her cardio trainer.
I was gonna say,
Give
I
him
know
a
that she
raise.
trains a lot for her concerts
Yeah.
and stuff. It's like one of the biggest things that she does, and that's why she's so good. So it's crazy.
Crazy for that.
Crazy for that.
Oh,
Yeah,
a
now it's your
list. I don't know. What? oh!
Yeah, right
I'll
here.
talk about the SNL
Okay.
one. So, Rami Youssef, who was one of the stars of Poor Things, which I watched over Easter. I watched Poor Things. A pretty great movie. He hosted Saturday Night Live with Travis Scott as the musical guest, and he did a great thing, and I did watch this episode. So I saw the monologue, and he talked about Palestine. Now, quotes from that, don't remember, but it was very impactful. He was funny, he was poignant, He was Rami Youssef.
That's wonderful.
Yeah.
You watched Poor Things without me.
It's been on Hulu for a while.
Yeah, I've been waiting forever.
You have not mentioned it once. Don't put this
I
on me.
mentioned it twice. Anyways, moving on from that. So, Gypsy Rose split from her husband. Apparently, he wasn't all that she said he was. For those of you who know, you know. That's actually
I don't.
kind of.
Can you explain
I can't
it to
explain
me?
it on here.
Thank you. I know now.
Yep. Which is crazy because, yeah, I didn't realize that until I read it off the paper. And now she reunited with her ex, and they got matching tattoos.
That's so sweet.
His name is Ken Urker.
That sounds about correct.
Yeah. Wow.
Bless you.
Bless you, Ephraim. I just exposed who was sneezing. Oops.
Well, we all know who
We all know who.
So yeah, good for Gypsy Rose Blanchard.
Woohoo.
She's living the life.
Living it up. Okay. There's, in big letters, we've got JoJo Siwa's new song. And when I say big letters, I mean like, they're prominent. Karma's a B. That's what the song
And if
is
you
called.
don't know the last word, then you shouldn't be watching this.
Correct.
Just kidding.
Yeah, go on
Watch.
TikTok. Have you heard it?
No? Wait, maybe. I might have heard like a snippet of it and I
Yes.
thought, this is when the world ends.
Yeah, it's not great. But then I saw a version where this girl like redid it and made it into a like a Hosier / Noah Kahn kind of thing. It was a lot better, honestly. Like I listened to it and I was like, I kind of wish it was like this and not JoJo's way.
Hey,
No
hey,
offense.
hey.
Do you like JoJo?
No.
Okay.
No. But that doesn't mean we have to insult her.
I did
mean,
not. Okay, I
She's
did kind
doing
of,
her
but-
best. She came from Dance Moms. Have you seen Dance Moms?
Yes, I have.
Yes. It's horrible. She's just doing her
She-
best.
yeah.
And if she's a little not what we like in this world, blame Dance Moms.
Dance Moms.
I love Dance Moms.
Yeah, it's very
not
entertaining.
good, but I love it. But it's
It's
great.
not good. It's great.
Yeah.
Pretty crazy.
Beyonce.
Beyonce, March.
Yes, our live audience is a big fan of Beyonce.
Yes.
Am I right? Big fans.
Very big fans.
She is mom.
Yep. Okay. Cowboy Carter by
New
Beyonce. March 29th.
In the past.
It's in the past, guys. It's out. Go listen.
Let's see. What else does our list say about the
Featuring
album?
Dolly, Miley, Willie Nelson.
They have full names.
I know. Dolly Parton, Miley Cyrus, Willie Nelson, other country artists.
Wait, no. This is how we should say it. Dolly Parton,
Miley Cyrus.
Willie Nelson, and more. That's how you promote an album.
You're right.
Yeah, we're sorry, Beyonce.
We're really sorry.
She broke genre expectations. She is that girl.
For real.
And we can't thank her enough.
For real.
I mean, I think we can also say that like Taylor Swift and Miley Cyrus, walked so Beyonce could run. Wouldn't you say? You know, because they switched genres too.
I'm just supporting what she says. That's someone
I'm
needs
right.
to. Yeah, and it won the iHeartRadio Innovator Award, which is pretty cool. So,
Pretty cool.
pretty fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So, that's it for A&E
Thank
today.
you for
Thank you for watching.
holding on to your hats because
This was a little messy and great at the same time. And we hope
Please
that
don't stop watching.
don't stop watching, please. And we really hope you enjoyed today's
episode
Thank
of Concordia
you.
On-Air. Thanks. Bye. Can we leave?